now starts the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Dan Harsha and Dan Allman. This week's show, we're highlighting the latest in music, life, and culture.
Through different eyes.
Yo, 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 this is Dan Harsha, and this is the Guitar Gurus, and with me always is...
Dan Allman here.
How you doing tonight, buddy?
Man, awesome as always, brother. Awesome as always.
Dude, man, you're cranking on the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system yet again for another week.
And I am so glad that it is up and running and operational so we can do this every week still.
Yeah, man, it's still cranking. Shutdown's still happening. Coronavirus is still ruining everything. But there's one thing I can do real quick, and I'm going to wet my whistle, man. You ready to pop one? Are you ready?
Am I ready? Man,
you want to
I've always been ready.
Let's do a double tap to get this thing going.
All right, well, let's get it on here. I got to... Holy shit, somebody just fired off a gunshot.
Uh-oh. You're in the wrong refrigerator.
Hey. See, look, I'm ready, buddy.
Oh, wow. It's getting crazy on the Guitar Gurus that started off on episode. Really, this is episode 68. This is the real episode 68 is here.
It's really episode 68, yeah.
What a dumbass move on my part. I forgot to change the one number on the one thing, and I just went with it.
That's it, and then I was prepping. I circled it on the paper so I didn't misquote it.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, dude. Things happen, but that's how we roll on the show. We wear it on our sleeves.
Hey, man, we living dangerously.
Right. All right, dude, you got your beer ready?
Hell yeah, man.
All right, so on the count of three, we'll pop them together, all right? 3, 2, 1.
Woo.
Yeah, all right, man. Everybody in the county heard that.
That's right, man. And what makes it so delicious is that I don't have to go anywhere.
Right. Drink away, man.
I'm already home, my man.
Yeah, man. So that's the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system. We're popping Ollie's still for Ollie's, even though they're shut down. And hopefully when everything's said and done, they'll be cranking back up, man.
Yeah, I know they'll survive.
That's good, man. That's real good. So what have you been up to this past week, man?
Doing the normal day-to-day grind, going in, being essential, so to speak, working. I will say this, I've gotten over 2 weeks to a quarter tank of gas, which has been pretty sweet. I'm getting 3 weeks to the gallon at this point.
That's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome because I'm only going from home to work and I only have a 4-mile round trip. So, right. When you take out, I know this sucks, but you take out the band practice and driving down the road and going to gigs, that right there is like, I actually have money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anybody else out there have this feeling? Hey, we're not playing gigs. I actually have money in my pocket.
Wow. A little change
it's
in the
crazy.
pocket.
So that's what's going on here, man. We're just doing the day-to-day and upholding our end of the social responsibility from the Alban household over here and do it, just trying to be positive and hang in there.
Right. Well, I've been doing my thing at the compound here. Working the day gig during the day in the Guru studio, so that's kind of cool. But man, I'm ready for everything to get back to normal. I got to get back on the road. I got to get back to my office. I mean, it was cool to work at home for a while, man, but man, I just wanted to be back to some type of semi-normalcy, man.
Yeah. I could see working from home one day a week or every other week be kind of cool, but not for a month.
Yeah. I mean, like I said previously, I'm a guy that loves a good snow day. Don't get me wrong, man, but this is
right.
To the most extreme scale, and it's just too much. And you know what? It's making me appreciate a lot more things I wouldn't appreciate it before. So
exactly right.
So I mean, I just want to go get something to eat, but. It's not that easy anymore.
But on the other side of that coin, you see things you appreciate more than you didn't realize. But at the same time, you also see things that you can live without.
Oh, yeah, big time. Big time.
that from now on, you're like, I don't even need that. I didn't need it.
Right.
And I think a lot of people are going to change in a way that's going to be a little more responsible with their time and their money, Or they may just go fucking total ape shit when it all comes back and just say, screw it.
Right.
We don't know.
I've been doing, my one thing during all this time is I've been doing jazz guitar lessons. So I'm just trying to get some jazz chops going, just figured that's the best way to pass some time. And that's what I've been doing, man. And just to kind of dived into it and put all my other kind of music stuff on hold and just been doing that 24/7 when I'm not doing the day gig, man. It's kind of cool. It's really fun.
Yeah, that is. I mean, there's a lot of that's going to come out of this. A lot of honing of skills and a lot of expansion on things you may not have had time to do or didn't have the desire to do. And you're going to try new things, and this is great, man. I can't wait to hear some of this jazz of yours.
Well, yeah, dude, it's like some licks. Like I said last week, man, this dude, Jim Larson, he's awesome, man. You got to check him out on Instagram, Facebook, all that, dude. And I just been following along watching him just get his man on, man, and it's just cool, man. It's just
cool.
It's just different type of guitar playing that I usually don't do. I'm usually doing the rock stuff, And
right.
I wanted to do something different, and something kind of challenging. And this shit's challenging. That's all I'm telling you, man. It'll own you real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, So that's a story for another day. But that's what I've been doing, man. Past my time. Update though. My International Space Station Lego kit did come in. And I got to get my Lego Master on, and I put it together already, and I got it set up in the studio.
You already put it together?
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, same day. Yep.
So I guess when things go back, I won't have anywhere to sit?
No, it's sitting on top of the new computer.
Oh, wow.
It's cool, man. You got to check my Facebook feed out. I put a picture out.
Sweet.
Yeah, but no, dude, it's cool. It came in. Yeah, when you come over again, man, you got to check it out. You'll be like, oh, yeah, man.
God, we hope I don't bump into the thing after an hour into the show. You know how I get.
Nah, we're good, man. We're good.
Okay.
It's totally in a safe spot, man.
Sweet.
So, yeah, dude.
Well, that must have been a lot of fun putting that together. How long did it take total hours?
About 4 hours.
Damn, you didn't waste no time with that thing.
No, that's what I did on, I can't even remember. Yeah, Sunday night. Yeah.
Easter?
Yeah, I got it for Easter. FedEx dropped it off on Sunday, man.
Yeah, there's people who can't get supplies and you get your Lego space station.
Well, dude, I to be honest, I ordered it over 2 weeks ago.
Right, I know, just playing.
I know, but yeah, I guess they felt so bad it took so long they delivered it on Sunday.
Damn.
It's pretty good news, man, but no, it came in, it was cool.
That's great, man.
But yeah, that's Lego Masters. Hey, man, guitar players do other things besides play guitar.
Well, yeah, I mean, you definitely do other things. There's all kinds of different hobbies and projects and things.
Yeah, hobbies and projects.
Right.
That's all it's about when you get older. It's hobby and projects.
Hobbies are the things you enjoy. The projects are the things you dread.
But you need the project to have the hobby.
That's correct.
Wow, dude. All right, man. Well, dude, let's shout out last week's show real quick because we're rambling. Brian Grumbine, Wade Elliott. Spoiler alert: they came on last week. It was so much fun with those guys, man.
Absolutely.
Wow, I'm so glad we had them. And my hat's off to those cats. It was cool having them doing the premiere with us. They were there chatting all night long. So that's really cool of them. So special shout out, spoiler alert, Brian Grumbine, Wade Elliott. How awesome was that, man? Did you enjoy it, the listen back?
Oh, of course. You know how we feel about those guys, and to have them on, we were having ourselves a good time. So if you missed it, go back and check it out. It was fun, for sure.
Definitely was, man. So, dude, keeping with the theme, while we're in the shutdown, we're having back another band tonight. So you saw the post earlier this week, correct?
Oh, yeah, I already know what's going on.
All right, so before we get to the main attraction, coming up just in a moment on the Ollie's Bar and Grill is David Higgins, Higgy on the Beat, Southern Maryland Chronicle. We're going to check in with him, see what's up this week. He's going to have some music news and, just some fun stuff while we get through this and some Corona update.
Yeah.
After that, we're going to give a shout out to the Prime Street Grill because I know you went there today and did a carry-out deal, so we'll talk to you about that real quick, right?
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
Cool. Then we'll get Sean Kirkpatrick on for Sean in 60 Seconds and check in with him this world and see what's happening, man. Have some fun.
Yeah. This is what I look forward to.
Cool. Then we'll take a quick break, get reset back up, and then we're going to have 3 Days of Rain on the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system. We're going to have Carly Zakutney and Rob Layman, Rockin' Rob. How about that, man?
Yeah, man. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. You went golfing with Rockin' Rob one time, so it's
yeah,
cool.
Man. We might even talk about that for a second.
Yeah, so the connections are there. That interview's setting up to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to episode 68. It's really episode 68. Or with the real episode 68, please stand up.
Right.
Right. So that's what we got, dude. You ready to do this, man?
I'm ready, man. You know it.
All right, I'm going to add Higgy on the call, so stand by, brother.
Well, on hold again.
All right, here we go, guys. We're going to get David Higgins on with the Southern Maryland Chronicle for Higgy on the Beat. He's going to break down everything Southern Maryland music tonight, but since everybody's on hold, we're going to do a little bit different format to the call for Higgy on the Beat. But he's got it hanging.
Good evening, gurus.
Hey, Higgy, it's Dan. What's happening?
What's going on, brother?
Nothing, dude. I got you on the phone. We locked in your signal. Now I'm going to add Alp into the call, so stand by, all right?
All right, buddy.
Oh, there we go.
Gotta stop shooting those guns.
Hey, you there? Alban.
I'm here.
All right, hey, say hi to Higgy.
Hey, how are you, sir?
What's going on, Mr. Danny?
Oh, man, while I was on hold, my neighbors are firing off a bunch of guns and my dog's going nuts. So I'm like, everybody can just shut up. I got work to do here. I mean, damn, quarantine's fun and all, but when you're a country boy in the woods, man, this is what you got to deal with.
Yep. Get a little stir crazy there.
Country boys with gunshots in the woods is like city folks listening to raindrops.
Yeah, I guess so. Right. Dogs usually don't go nuts over raindrops. So how are you, sir? How are you doing, man? How are you doing?
Not bad. Just working my tail off.
Yeah, man. That tail should be gone by now as much as you work.
So, dude, Higgy, let's kick it off, man. What you got for us this week, man?
All right. Good evening, Southern Maryland. I'm Dave Higgins for Higgy on the Beat, coming to you live from the Southern Maryland Chronicle newsroom. This weekend, we have a chance of showers all weekend. Highs are going to be in the low to mid-60s, and at night, going to be in the 40s. So before we kick this off, since there's no 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, I'm going to go ahead and open up my own sample this weekend. Ooh. All right, let's figure out what we're going on with the coronavirus in Southern Maryland. As of Tuesday morning, when we tape this, we're looking at close to 9,500 positive tests with just over 300 deaths. The negative tests are closing in on 45,000, and over 600 people have been released from the hospital. Now, the confirmed cases and the negative cases. Confirmed have been floating around between 500 and 700 pretty much for the last week every day. The negative tests have been floating between like 1,200 and 1,700. Earlier last week, Hogan had said some of those tests that were coming back, positive and negative, were from backlog tests in March. So now we're starting to see all the tests being caught up. Also this week, Maryland started requiring the hospitals, doctors' offices, things like that, to report on race of positive and negative tests, and also the counties. So if you're looking at the Maryland State Health Department COVID-19 data dashboard, you have one where you can see cases by county and cases by zip code. So we're looking at, in Calvert County as of Tuesday, they had 109 positive cases overall with only one death so far. The majority of the cases centered around Lusby and Chesapeake Beach, with Huntingtown in the north having the most out of all of them.
Wow.
In Charles County, they had 292 confirmed cases so far, and they have had 12 deaths. The majority of their cases center around the Waldorf, Accokeek, Hughesville area, and that has 38 cases, while La Plata has 30.
Wow.
And in St. Mary's County, they're reporting 108 positive cases, 400 negative cases, and this week St. Mary's County recorded not one death, but 3 deaths in the last 24 hours. The majority of the cases for St. Mary's County are Mechanicsville and in the California Lexington Park area with 23 each. I've got John Hopkins just redid their entire COVID dashboard. So over the next couple of days, I'm going to be getting a lot more data that digs in more beyond just race and zip code. You'll start seeing my articles that I've been doing for the daily updates. They're going to start incorporating a lot more data about where this is actually hitting, and we're going to start seeing those hot spots that are really emerging.
Cool.
All right, music news, this day in history. In 1960, touring in the UK, 21-year-old U.S. singer Eddie Cochran was killed when the taxi he was traveling in crashed into a lamppost on Rowden Hill, Chippenham, Wiltshire, where a plaque now commemorates the event. Songwriter Sharon Shealy and singer Gene Vincent survived the crash. Cochran's current hit at the time was 3 Steps to Heaven. The taxi driver, George Martin, was convicted of dangerous driving, fined £50, which is roughly about, I think it's like $68 US.
Right.
Disqualified him from driving for 15 years and sent to prison for 6 months.
Wow.
Wow.
In 1965, Bob Dylan's second studio album, The Freewheelin', Bob Dylan was at #1 on the UK charts. The album opens with Blowin' in the Wind, which became an anthem in the 60s and an international hit for folk trio Peter, Paul, and Mary. 1970, Santana began sessions for what would be their breathtaking album, Abraxas at Wally Heider Recording Studio in San Francisco, California. When released in September of this year, Abraxas peaked at #1 on the UK chart. Also in 1970, while performing at the White House at the invitation of President Richard Nixon, Johnny Cash was asked to perform Okie from Muskogee, which was Cash declined because it was not his song. It had been a hit for Merle Haggard. Instead, Cash sang his #1 song, A Boy Named Sue. In 1971, this would be the 50th year that the Beatles broke up, and it's kind of ironic that in 1971, on this date, all 4 Beatles had solo singles on the UK chart. Paul McCartney with Another Day, John Lennon with Power to the People, George Harrison with My Sweet Lord, and Ringo Starr, It Don't Come Easy.
Wow.
1971, Three Dog Night started a 6-week run at #1 on the U.S. single charts with Joy to the World, the group's second U.S. #1 hit and a #24 hit in the UK. 1973, the Eagles released their second studio album, Desperado. Recorded at Island Studios in London, UK, 2 singles were released from that album, Tequila Sunrise and Outlaw Man. In 1991, Nirvana appeared at the OK Hotel in Seattle, where they played their new song, Smells Like Teen Spirit, for the first time live. Other local bands on that bill, Mudhoney, Tad, Mother Love Bone, and Soundgarden all appeared at the club, which has now been turned into a residential property.
Wow. That's a show right there.
Yes, that would have been an awesome show to go to. Yeah. Back with Nirvana in 2004, Kurt Cobain's Mark V style Maserati Gospel guitar sold for $100,000 at the Icons of the 20th Century Music Auction held in Dallas, Texas. Other items sold included Elton John and Bernie Taupin's songwriting piano, which sold for $140,000, and a 1966 Rickenbacker guitar owned by the Byrds' Roger McGinn sold for $99,000. In 2009, Morrissey walked off the stage during his set at Coachella Music Festival in California after declaring he could smell burning flesh. The committed vegetarian took offense to the smell coming from the nearby barbecues. Sir Paul McCartney, The Killers, and The Cure also appeared at that event. Born on this day, 1964, James Keenan from Tool and A Perfect Circle. In 1967, Matt Chamberlain, one of the world's most widely heard session drummers. He worked with Eddie Brickell and the New Bohemians, Pearl Jam, Tori Amos, Morrissey, Fiona Apple, Christina Aguilera, Dido, David Bowie, Elton John, Peter Gabriel, The Wallflowers, Natalie Merchant, Robbie Williams, Kanye West, Garbage, John Mayer, and William Shatner.
Nice.
Worked with a lot of great people.
Awesome.
Pretty much anything you listen to today probably has his drums on there. 1967, American singer, songwriter, and guitarist Liz Phair. Her 1993 debut studio album, Exile in Guyville, was ranked by Rolling Stone as one of the 500 greatest albums of all time. 1974, businesswoman, fashion designer, model, and singer Victoria Beckham, Posh Spice, from the Spice Girls, who scored the 1996 UK number 1 and 1997 US number 1 single Wannabe, plus 8 other UK number 1 singles. She had a solo 2000 UK number 1 single, Out of Your Mind, and married footballer David Beckham of Castle Island in June of '99. Beckham has become an internationally recognized style icon and fashion designer. And in 1989, American singer and songwriter Abby Kaplan, a member of the a cappella group Pentatonics. Together with Pentatonics, Kaplan has released 7 studio albums, won 3 Grammys, and sold over 6 million albums. They scored the 2017 U.S. number 1 album of Pentatonics Christmas.
That's cool.
And some local Southern Maryland musicians and celebrities celebrating birthdays this week. On Saturday, April 18th, Dane Johnson, owner of Last Drop Country Bar in Hollywood. And on Sunday, April 19th, Donovan Farrell of the Robbie Booth Band, which if you did not get a chance, Donovan Farrell did drop a quarantine edition of Don't Stop Believing with several other local musicians on Facebook on Tuesday. Check it out. You've got Hannah Paraguay, Wes Rice, Philip Michael Parsons, John Vallandingham, Tara Reid, and Robbie Booth, and a couple other musicians that are on that. And they kind of do it. It's like looking at a Skype where you got a video conference going on, and they've all got them on there singing. So
Yeah.
pretty cool stuff.
It's real cool. I saw it. It's awesome stuff. It really is. It's great. It's pretty fun, man. That's a fun video.
Yeah, you know, they drop Donovan usually gets several musicians together every Christmas, and they
Right.
drop a Southern Maryland Christmas song. So, you know, I guess it was kind of natural for them just to come together for this real quick, all do their pieces, and then, you know, he's got the list of who helped put it together, make sure the music lined up and everything. So it was a big undertaking, but these guys have been doing this for several years at Christmas, so they were able to put it together, I guess, pretty fast.
Right.
It's nice, you know, give Southern Maryland a little bit of that belief.
Exactly. Wow, man. Wow, Higgy. This whole coronavirus thing is insane. Is there any plans for the governor to speak this week on it?
I do not have a public schedule for him right now. I expect that to come out either Wednesday or Thursday is when I expect him to speak next. The State Board of Education had a teleconference on Tuesday afternoon, and I believe that had to deal with what they are going to be doing with the schools this year, because the plan right now was for schools to reopen on the 27th, and that's coming up in just a little bit over a week. So they've got to make a decision on whether they're going to continue with the shutdown or whether they're going to start bringing the kids back. And there is rumor circulating around. Nothing's been said by the governor or released, but there is rumor going around that they're going to try and start opening some things starting in May. It wouldn't surprise me to see them start easing some of the restrictions, maybe going back to like no more than 50 people in an area at a time, still keeping the social distancing in stores, things like that. Still requiring, a lot of counties are going to, if you're out in public going into these stores, you need to be wearing a mask if you're over the age of 2. I feel like that's probably going to happen for the next 6 months or so, based off just how things are going. I don't think we've really seen our peak yet. We haven't had any real drastic numbers. But that's still to come. Just this afternoon in New York, they believe that they're at that apex of theirs now, and are hoping they're going to start seeing that downward trend. So hopefully it happens down here. Hopefully we really just don't get any more,
Right.
and we don't see those really bad numbers.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's been sheltering in place, taking it easy. I mean, from what all I read is you have to pick it up on a surface or around the person that's infected. So if everybody
Right.
stayed home for 2 weeks, technically it should just kind of go away, right?
In a sense, what they're kind of thinking now is that it could come back around like the Spanish flu did. The Spanish flu came in March of 1917,
Right.
sorry, 1918, and then it kind of disappeared for the summer and came back twice as worse in the fall, and killed 50 million people worldwide. So they're kind of thinking that could be something that's going to happen. The other thing that just came out is several individuals who had it in California and have already been released from the hospital or in isolation, they have caught it again.
Oh, wow.
And they don't know if they've actually caught it again or if it was like reactivated.
Right.
So now there's that thing is, do we build an immunity or do we not build an immunity to it? So, I mean, there's just still so many unknowns. They're doing tests right now, fast-tracking tests for, it's a saliva test that can tell you in minutes. The FDA gave approval for that to begin widespread testing. They're still testing the hydroxychloroquine with the Z-Packs. Those are going on wider tests. There's other tests that are, antibody tests to see if you've had it before and it just wasn't diagnosed, and also to find out about your immunity. They're still working with people who have recovered, quote unquote, and to see if they have antibodies in their blood that can be used as a vaccine.
Right.
So there's still just tons of unknowns because you got to remember, all of this has happened in 65 days.
Right. Fast. Real fast.
You're talking about beginning of February, mid-February was when it really started hitting, and when they really started crunching down on things.
Right.
We're closing in on 30 days of our stay at home in Maryland, but there was a good month before that where they started tampering down on things.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting over the next couple of weeks to see how things go. We do need to get something going back in terms of business, or else it's not just the economy that's going to be dropping and we're going to get a recession. You're going to see millions of small business owners that lose their business.
Right. That's going to
Never
be
to return again. Gone.
Right. There's a lot of daycares. There's a lot of small like construction, finished construction, carpentry, plumbers. These guys that
Hello?
they don't do millions of dollars a year.
Right.
They do enough to sustain themselves.
That's right.
And maybe have a couple employees. Those businesses are going to be gone.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the governor does. And I'm sure they're sitting there. The governor's done a wonderful job so far. And not only just with the state, but he is the chairperson of the National Governors Association. So
He's like the most powerful governor, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He's leading the governors. He's the one that's sitting down with Trump and Pence and saying, this is what we want.
Right. Right.
So, he's doing an amazing job. He's got a lot on his plate, and he's still doing, you're going to have people criticize on both sides of it, no matter what.
Right.
If they wouldn't have done anything, people were going to be like, all these, tens of thousands of people are dying. Why didn't you do anything? They shut it down. Why'd you shut it down? You ruined the economy. You're never going to make everybody happy.
No.
Only time will tell how efficient this was. I don't think this is going to destroy us. Will we go into a recession? Yes, we were already headed for a recession. But I think it's going to change a lot how we do things. I see a lot more companies doing telework.
Right.
I see schools doing some telework. I see colleges moving to more telework rather than on-campus stuff. So there's going to be a lot of things that change in our lives now, but we're going to come through it. We're going to get through this. We're going to get back. Just there's going to be some things that are different. It's just, I hate to compare this to 9/11, but it's going to be just like after 9/11. We had the shock and awe from it, and then we gathered ourselves together, and we continued moving forward. And we came back stronger, just different.
Right.
Shouldn't see, I don't know, my opinion, I hate seeing the world change this much in my lifetime. Because, man, it's a lot of changes just in my adult life.
I know.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, we're all right around the same age.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, just think about the things that have done in the past 45 years.
Right.
You know?
It's crazy.
But there's nothing we can do about it. We can either learn from it and continue to grow, or we can sit here and complain about it, bitch about it, and blame this person and that person. What are you going to do?
That's true. I mean, I'm of the mind, I'll do what I have to do, and I'll do what needs to be done, but I'm going to bitch about it while I'm doing it.
Right, but at least you're doing something about it.
That's me.
You're just not sitting there on Facebook typing in all caps.
No, that's not me at all. You know that.
Right.
Well, dude, you know my third job. I'm a Facebook lawyer. It's my third job.
I'll tell you what, I never knew I had so many lawyers and doctors on my Facebook.
Right. Well,
they're everywhere.
I'm a part-time Call of Duty soldier too. So.
Yeah. I'm an Instagram model, so boo, what do you guys got?
Yeah.
Actually, I can see that about you.
Yeah.
You're probably playing Call of Duty right now, aren't you? No comment?
No comment.
Lord. Well,
I'm home, so I don't know what's going on.
All right, Higgy. Dude,
let me let you get to your show.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for coming on this week. We enjoy it. Thanks for coming on, man. We'll check with you next week, all right?
Yep. All right, I'll talk to you guys later this week, and we'll be back next week.
All right, man.
Take care of yourself, brother.
All right, you too, guys. Bye.
All right, later. Bye. Wow, there he goes, man. That's Higgy on the beat with David Higgins of the Southern Maryland Chronicle. Alban, did you enjoy that?
Of course I did. I always do.
Well, perfect.
Every time.
Perfect. Well, dude,
yeah.
Let's just jump right to it. I know that you went to Prime Street and picked up a carry-out order tonight for your dinner. So, dude, talk to us real quick about that before we get Sean on the phone.
Yeah. They've recently reopened for carry-out. And once I saw that, I was like, well, I gotta support, man. And they're doing a great job over there. The fact that they're enough of the community's rallied around for them to do this has been impressive too. And even in the situation they're in, it's still a first-class operation, even in these times.
All right.
And they're I think it's Tuesday through Saturday. They're 1 to 7 on their to-go carry-out. You just give them a call. It's it's very professional order placing. They ask you what your vehicle is. They tell you where to go. You pull up. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I was only there for maybe 3 minutes.
Wow.
And they come out, boom, run the card, give me the food, came back home before we got into this, sat down, had a couple of great burgers. Their burgers are amazing, by the way.
Nice.
They even, they know my deal over there, how I like to customize it, and they, even in these times, they still took the time to customize it the way I like it, and I got what I wanted as a customer.
Beautiful.
Very, very, very happy, man. It was very professionally handled. Well done. Food was delicious, man.
Fantastic.
So that gave me the fuel for this tonight, man. So good job, Prime Street Grill, White Plains, Maryland. You guys, if you get a chance and you just want to grab lunch, if you're working in the area and you just want to pick it up and, or not on your way home for dinner, they got you covered, man.
Cool. Very cool. Good deal,
Yeah.
dude. Well, dude, let's get Sean on the phone because we're burning up the time.
Yeah, Sean. Like I said last week, he's gonna be mad again.
Yep. All right. So hang out for a second. I'm going to get him cranking on the Ollie's Bar and Grill, and I'll be right back with you. How's that sound?
Here we go again on hold. All right.
All right. Here we go, guys. We're going to get Sean Kirkpatrick on for Sean in 60 Seconds. Guru standard guest, as always, it's Sean in 60 seconds. Let's see if he picks up the phone. Come on, Sean. Come on. He's mad.
Good evening, gurus.
Hey, what's up, Sean? How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm great, man. We're cranking in the studio, getting the show cranking. I got Alban on the other side of the call. Let me merge it together. Alban, you there, buddy?
Oh yeah,
Say hi to Sean.
Sean. What's up, brother?
What's going on, Mr. Alban? How you doing?
No. Oh man, I'm loving life, brother. I was on hold because I'm getting used to this being on hold shit. You know, which it's Alban here. You don't put Alban on hold, but I understand why we have to.
Well, I think we're all on a little bit of a hold right now, aren't we?
Yeah. So let me ask you, and I won't hear this till Thursday. I gotta know, man. When you answered the phone, did you do your line?
Of course.
I didn't hear it. Oh,
Oh, man.
I look forward to that every week, man.
I was wondering if I should wait until you're on the line and then I can do the line, or...
Nah, you gotta go. You gotta go when it feels good, man. I get it, you know. But I know. Yeah, I know you did it. I'll have to just listen in till I can hear it. You are the man. You are the man, sir. So, thanks for spending another week with us. You know, we're on episode 68 for real this time.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It just time.
How many of these have you done with us, you think?
I want to say at least 50.
Yeah, at least 50. At least 50.
That's about right.
Actually, this might be episode 50 for me. If this is 68, I think my first episode was 18.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's right. Yeah, nice. That's awesome,
Well, if
dude.
that's true, happy anniversary with us, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well,
I should have kept better track of that now that I'm thinking about it.
Right.
man,
Could be a trivia question. You never know.
yeah, did you see that video your dad posted this morning? About at the jetty with the waves?
Oh yeah. That was yesterday.
That was yesterday. Oh, damn. See, my days are running together, dude.
I know. I was just making sure. I was like, I don't think he posted it today. But yeah, no, yesterday. So yeah, it went like viral somehow. I guess everybody's on Facebook too much. But
Right.
the tides come in there all the time like that. I mean, it wasn't really that much worse than it's been before. He messaged me in the morning and like told me, I mean, the tides are coming in. We're kind of worried. At the same time, we've seen this before, and sure enough, everything was fine. So, I mean, we definitely do appreciate all the prayers and everything like that up there, and the guys definitely do too, and stuff like that. But I think the jetty's gonna hold up for a while longer.
Sweet.
She ain't going nowhere just yet.
No.
She's got a couple more dances left in her.
Assuming anybody's pulling dancing there.
Right. Well, dude, if you ever get back to it, man.
Right.
Well, eventually, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be the plot of Footloose. Where the town comes in and goes, no dancing in this town. I'm John Lithgow. I'm an asshole. And eventually, everybody's going to like rally around, you or your dad being Kevin Bacon and just say, we're doing this. We're fucking doing this.
Right. We're
Dude,
doing
I
it.
will be in the center and I will look like a fucking asshole. I don't care. I'll get arrested. Like, I'm so ready. Like, yes. You don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like life or death for me. It feels like I've always said the only thing that I want to do with my life is to perform, entertain, like on stage, make music and have fun and make sure people are having fun at the same time. And not being able to do that for these past couple weeks has crushed me so much. It's ridiculous that like I'm itching. Like I can almost understand why someone would throw a party, but I get it. I'm not gonna be that asshole with the blue hair.
Right.
Nice. All right, I got you.
Right. So, but speaking of which, I thought I might regale some old stories that I haven't gone into yet
All right.
on the show.
Let's do it. We got 5 minutes for you. Let's do it.
All right, love that. I can't remember if I've talked about this one before or not, but did I tell you guys about the time that I got the Queen Anne's County, the whole county to donate a stage to the high school so that my metalcore band could play at homecoming my senior year? Or no?
No, that's a new one. Let's do it.
All right, so yeah, it was 11th grade year homecoming. I had this metalcore band. We were one of maybe two and a half other bands that had been kind of prolific in my high school career around my class and generation, like the ones above and below me and stuff like that. There weren't that many bands. There weren't that many. Like, there was plenty of musicians, but they weren't forming their own bands and like going to Baltimore on a Monday night to play a show with fucking Chelsea Grin or some shit. So yeah, we were doing that, and a lot of the guys in my band were in like the AV club and working in the morning announcements and stuff like that. So every once in a while, like, we would get videos from our shows at the Auto Bar and post them up on the school morning announcements saying, like, you know, Monday night these guys did their homework and then went out and played a metal show, and now they're back here and listening to the announcements at 8 o'clock in the morning. Meanwhile, I'd be sitting in class sleeping on the desk. But everybody in my county was so supportive. There was this youth group pastor named Christian Graham. I don't know if he's probably not going to listen to this, but he was so supportive of my band and did everything that he could to try to help us out. He got us into one of our first shows was at this place called Island Alliance Church. And none of us were religious. We thought it was kind of a fucking joke, to be honest with you. And no offense to anybody who is. I just personally don't follow any one specific religion. But like I said, they were willing enough to open the doors for us and let us in and play a show, and brought in a bunch of kids, and we went in there and had a good time. Nobody got drunk or did any drugs. Like, they were all just there having fun, you know? So we got a pretty good name for ourselves. So by 11th grade, they used to do this homecoming thing where the football team would go out, they'd play their game, and then afterwards the whole school would show up for this thing we call fifth quarter, where they'd have like moon bounces and candy and all sorts. It was like a little carnival set up next to the football field. So it was always pretty cool there, and it was all organized by by Christian Graham, pretty much, him and a couple of the other community people, whatever you want to call them. They were in charge of like recreation and stuff like that. He became a good friend of mine, and he offered to commission. He said, "I can get the stage there if you guys want to put on a show for a fifth quarter." And I was like, "Well, that would be amazing, but how do we go about doing this?" I mean, I'm like in the school. Like, there's no way that they're gonna let me. Like, if I talk to the administration of my own high school while I'm attending there and say, "Hey, can I bring my metal band in to play a show after the high school football game?" Like, hell no. But if the youth group pastor Christian Graham goes up to them and says, "Hey, can one of the kids' bands come and play during your fifth quarter?" then they'd probably think about it a little bit more, you know?
Right.
So next thing I know, I show up to school and I look over to the football field, and there it is. There's the stage. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is actually happening? And I go in, and like, this is a week before the actual night of the show. They said, "Yeah, we got the stage. You guys have to go ahead, put on the show." So I got two other bands to come and like play before us. I got Jeff Cosgrove and my dad to do sound and lights. Jeff Cosgrove was actually the light guy for No Green Jelly Beans at the time. This was like 2 or 3 years before I took over.
All right.
And yeah, there's a couple pictures. I'll send you some of them. But we're talking to basically my entire 2011 class and the senior class above us and every class below us in the field around this community stage that looks like it came out of a blues festival at a 4-H fair. Balls, strobes, just like my screamer was up on the monitor, like with his leg up, just screaming into the mic, into the face of this like little 9th grade freshman kid. He's got this Free Wheezy shirt on, man. Like, it was the most ridiculous experience of my life. Just the fact that I basically took over the school for an evening.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
It's the kind of shit that you see in a movie, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be fucking Rudy, man.
yeah.
We did shit we only imagined.
Yeah. Dude, were you in Teen Wolf?
No. I was in Get On High School, man.
Yeah, that's right. The Eastern Shore, that's how they get shit done over there. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, full production gig in 11th grade for our homecoming game.
That's
And
legit.
it was my band, and I put the show together, but it was my band, and it was, you know, it was my family. It was our thing, you know. It was like, I guess this is what I meant to do, you know. That was the moment for me, anyway.
Exactly, dude. But dude, that's fucking awesome, man.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Damn, made it happen, dude.
Right, and that's how we'll end this week's segment. That's the strong way to end, man. Very powerful way to end the segment.
Well, glad you guys enjoyed it. I got a better one for next week, so.
Perfect.
That was a little bit more embarrassing.
Oh, we can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. All right. Well, Sean from the Gurus, we thank you for your weekly spot, and we look forward to next week. Well, we'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
All right, hang in there, brother.
Take it easy.
All right. Peace. Wow, dude, the adventures of Sean Kirkpatrick. Every week, it's better and better.
That's right, man. Sean in 60 seconds. What a great spot, man. To think he's probably at his 50th episode with us tonight. That's just an amazing commitment. It's been awesome to have him here every week,
Yeah,
throwing those amazing stories at us, and just I love that. I love that spot so much.
Yeah, man, it's so unique too because he's got all this stuff documented. It's awesome, man. It's like legit
Right.
stuff, man. It's a perfect addition to the show. Perfect.
Yeah, you can go back and listen to all his stories anytime he likes now.
Yep. Wow, man. Dude, we put it in, man. We're coming up on 48 minutes. What do you think about that?
Oh wow,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
damn.
It's
all
good
right.
stuff, man. Strong, powerful start to the show. A strong, powerful start.
That's right.
So cool, dude. You want to take a break? I'm going to come back.
Hell yeah, man. I'm ready.
All right, cool, dude. This is the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. We'll be right back.
Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk construction.
All right, Mr. Harsher, what's up?
Our good friends at Allied Renovations can offer the best value when it comes to replacing your home's exterior, whether it be your roof or facade. Did you know that?
How does he do it?
Streamlined operations. Jesse and his team have been part of the roofing community since 2015. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Jesse has some of the deepest roots in our community. Did you know that?
Why does that matter?
Because you don't have to worry about the here today, gone tomorrow contractor schemes that are out there.
Well, you know he's going to be around. That's some great stability.
Yes, it is. So if and when the time comes, your home needs help with its roof or facade, please don't forget to contact Jesse Wickline at Allied Renovations. That number is 301-399-7031. Once again, that number is 301-399-7031. They are waiting for your call.
Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss.
Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
What's up, y'all? This is Sam Grow, and you're listening to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
The Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus, the only guys that would do a live broadcast from Dog Patch. We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, we're back from break. It's the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. How you doing tonight, Mr. Albin?
Energize, my man. This has been I'm having the time of my life right now.
Yeah, man, the energy of this episode is great. I thoroughly enjoyed the first part. Got a couple minutes to recollect ourselves, man, and we're ready to hit the second part of the show and take it home, man. It's fun.
Let's knock it out of the park, man. Let's do it.
Dude, before we get to 3 Days of Rain Gang on the phone, dude, personal milestone for the show. We just hit 7,500 likes on Facebook. How awesome is that, man?
Wow. That is strong, man. That shows a lot of support, man. That makes me feel incredible.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pop one real quick. What do you think?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, here we go. There it is.
Oh, I got one in there too.
Perfect. There we go, man. We're
7,500. Thank you, community. Thank you, everybody, man.
Yeah, this drink's for them, man.
That's not a bad ride so far we've had.
Right. And our followers are over 7,550. So we got a buffer there. So we're 7,500 strong, man. Pretty awesome.
Wow. All that in a year and a half, man.
Yeah. Dude, the time's cranking, man. Dude, we've reported on some stuff.
No doubt.
Wow, dude. Well, dude, let me put you on standby. I'm going to start getting 3 Days of Rain on the Ollie's Bar and Grill Soundstage System. What do you think, man? I'm antsy to talk to him and see what's happening.
I'm ready, man. Been sitting here patiently, and jumping my feet, ready to go.
All right, perfect. Let me see if I can get Carly on the phone first. Hold on, brother.
Here I go on hold.
All right, here we go, guys. This is Dan from the Guitar Gurus. We got Albin Chang hanging out, chilling, while we get Carly Zakutney of 3 Days of Rain on the Ollie's Bar and Grill Soundstage phone system for our listening pleasure tonight. How's that sound? Come on, Carly. Is she going to pick up? Come on. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, Carly. It's Dan from the Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, is that Rick?
Yeah.
Oh,
he just... He's here too.
That's awesome.
We're invading the gurus tonight, the Zakutneys.
That's awesome. Let me merge Albin on the call real quick. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
All right. Albin, I got Carly and Rick Zakutney on the phone. Say hi.
All right. How you guys doing this evening?
Great.
Oh, you're coming in loud and clear there. We're great.
Yeah. And I got a lot of projection over here,
That's good. I like it.
Well, it's a pleasure having you guys with us this evening. Thanks for spending time with us.
Of course.
It's our pleasure. Thank you for having us on.
Hell yeah. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man.
Aw. We love y'all.
This is cool. Real cool. Well, we got Rock and Rob coming up too. So what I'm going to do, guys, is put you guys on hold, get Rock and Rob locked in, then I'm going to mix it all together and we're going to have one big phone call. What does that sound like?
Great.
Do it.
Cool. Stand by. Here we go.
Okay.
Rockin' Rob coming right up here on the Guitar Gurus to hang out with everybody. To get them dialing. So Albin's on hold with the Zakutneys, and we're gonna get Rockin' Rob locked in. Let's see if he picks up.
Hello?
Rockin' Rob, it's Dan from the Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air, buddy?
Heck yeah, man, let's do it.
Awesome, dude. Well, I got you locked in. You're here. But on the other side of this call, we got Mr. Albin hanging out with Carly and Rick Zakutney. What do you think about that?
I think we got a TDR session going on right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the magic button on my line that's gonna merge us together. Then I'll get everybody to say hey. So hang out for a second, all right?
Cool, will do.
All right, here we
That's
go.
just how it is right now.
There it is. Hey guys, we're back. I got Rockin' Rob with me. Say hi, Rockin' Rob.
What's up, Rocky? Carly Z, Ricky Z, how are you?
What's up, Rocky?
All right, man. How you guys doing?
I bet you missed that, don't you?
Oh, hell yes.
Doing great. We're doing great, man. How are you doing? How's you and Barb doing?
We're doing as good as can be possible. You know, both of us went to work today for a little while.
Oh wow, nice.
Fortunately, we still have a job. I mean, I know it's got to be real tough right now for a lot of other people out there. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a blessing to have a job, and Rick's doing the working from home, and so, but we're not complaining. Trying not to anyway. Sometimes it gets to you,
Right.
but you have to, regroup and say, okay, here we go.
Yeah, I mean,
Good on you for working.
I'm getting to work at home too. Albin actually has to go in every day to the office, right, Albin?
Every day.
Wow.
I leave the house and go to work.
Well, I guess it's nice to know you're essential, huh?
I'm grateful for it. Don't get me wrong. Do
Oh, I'm
not
sure.
get me wrong. But it is different when you're going out in it every day and you come home, and first thing you do when you come home is you change your clothes, you wash up. There's a whole different process now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are
it's
you
great.
seeing people throughout your day, or are you mainly to yourself?
Well, I do have interactions with coworkers, but that's it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We've shut the public off. We're only dealing with them by phone and things like that. So.
Oh, that's good.
Smart. Yeah, which is great. I mean, that's me. I'd rather be on the phone with everybody than right up in the face anyway. But
That's what we
it's kind
do.
of why this thing works, Well, before I get too far ahead of myself, I have to say, what's up, Rob? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. I haven't been able to get out to the golf course. I'm sure like you haven't been able to.
I haven't been yet, and it's killing me. I'm actually playing Wii golf. That's how bad it's gotten.
Really?
Anything.
Are you grouping swing with that thing, man?
Oh, I'm getting really good at it, man. Better than real life, as you've seen in person. Well, me and you played. I was embarrassed.
Well, shit, I was right there with you, my friend.
But we had a great time, didn't we?
We did. That was beautiful weather, man. We had some beautiful weather on day. Had fellowship.
Your signal's cutting out, Rockin' Rob. Try to find a better part of this house.
Oh, my signal's cutting out?
Well, that's perfect right there. Don't
right
move.
there. That's
Right
perfect.
there?
Yeah.
You have to stand there for the next hour.
Yeah. I got some foil I'm going to put on your hand. You're going to wrap it around.
Oh, my God.
And like, whenever
Just
you're...
put some tinfoil on your head.
Right.
It was like, whenever you were younger and your dad always said, you go up and move the TV antenna. Okay, stay right there. Stay right there.
Right.
Right. You can't watch the show because you're behind the TV, fooling with the antenna.
Exactly.
Well, if you guys listened to last week's episode, which I know you did, and you'll see that nowadays things are a little more casual when we have, members from the bands on. We're kind of having a lot more fun with it these days because, well, hell, what else are we going to do? We got to have fun.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's not all formal like it was, a few months ago, the way we were just professional. Now we're just cutting back and letting it go. So if there's any subject at all that you guys even want to throw out, let's just bullshit about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. What do you got? What's bugging you today, Carly?
What isn't bugging me?
It's not Rick, is it? I hope not.
No, of course not.
Definitely.
That I used to. He's smiling, by the way.
Yeah, that's great.
So, and nothing, this whole thing has got everybody uptight. Just the whole, I don't know, I was going to save my bullshit for the bullshit question, but, it's like just a whole lot to manage for all of us, and I'm not alone in this. We're all getting, acclimated to a new norm, and it's not cool. It's just not cool.
I just got to give props to our governor, though. I think he's doing a damn good job. I mean, I like how he's doing. I like how he's doing the zip code thing now. So now you can see where the hot spots are at. That's really smart.
Right, it really is.
Yeah, I agree with you. I check mine daily now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was surprising, wasn't it? Did you find it surprising? Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I had no idea that, I'm in the La Plata zip code, and I had no idea. I didn't think it was in the 20 plus.
Wow.
And to find out that, wow, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you look at people differently whenever you go out anywhere shopping. You kind of look at them like, yeah. Are you one of them? I don't know.
Before it was like, you can't look at people different. Like, you can't. Yeah, you really do, and you're more self-aware and self-conscious about your surroundings, and when you see people that aren't doing that, there is a stigma now where you kind of look over and you go, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Exactly. Well, especially since how, yesterday, didn't Hogan say that everybody, when they go out anywhere now, they have to have a mask on?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I wonder, does that include walking in or running? Did you guys get that? Do you have to wear it when you're on a walk?
It's grocery stores, pharmacies, retail outlets,
Okay.
and public transportation.
All right. Cool.
So if you're out doing the rail trail or something like that, you don't have to on the rail trail because you keep a safe distance between people anyway when you're out walking.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if it's been
we do.
I don't know if it's been the same thing for you guys, but it's like every day I get up and it seems like it's just a bad movie, like it's surreal. I'm going, is this really happening? This is just, in our lifetimes, nothing like this has ever happened before.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a spin on what you're saying, Rick, because I agree. That's the truth. I said something the other week at work, and I was like, it's like a Twilight Zone episode. You're telling me the only people I can hang out with are my coworkers and my family?
Right.
No one else?
Right.
Someone get me out of this.
Yeah.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Exactly.
The worst
Just
time.
like Groundhog Day.
It's okay. You can be around your coworkers. Oh God, come on.
I spend enough time with them,
Right?
It's like there's a hole out in my backyard. I see it getting bigger all the time. I think my wife's waiting for the one time whenever she's finally had enough of me, and she's going to put me out of my misery while I'm sleeping and throw me in it.
God.
Well, that's documented now, so this is now part of a criminal record in court.
I got your back, Barb. I got your back.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. I kid.
I mean, are you guys finding it difficult to remember what day of the week it is right now?
I am.
No, I'm not.
No.
But you still have to go in, Danny. You have to go in every day, so you got a good track right there. But for me, it's like on the days that I'm not going in, because I work on the CWS schedule, which means every other Friday I have Friday off, so I'm having to remember, is this my Friday off, or was it last Friday, or...
Have you went in on your day off yet?
I've had to a couple times, yeah.
I mean, like accidentally,
accidentally? No.
So you're doing okay. You're doing okay.
I'm keeping enough track of it to where, yes, I'm not going to go in on my day off, that's for sure. But I still do a little bit of work from home on those days.
Yeah, it has got to be strange, man. It's got to be strange.
It's been for me, man, it's been a big adjustment, man, because I'm a big schedule, rhythm type of, every day the same thing. And then I just got my whole schedule ripped apart in one day, man. It was like withdrawal.
Oh, yeah. I can only... I'm with you on that, my brother, because I am a schedule kind of guy, too. Like, I have my gym schedule all the time that I used to go to, days of the week, time of the day. I had my whole routine in there, and whenever this happened and they closed the gym down, I'm like going through withdrawals, and I'm not the kind of guy that really likes to... I find it hard to be motivated once I'm at home because there's too many other distractions.
Right.
So whenever they closed down the gyms, I was at a huge loss, and I'm still trying to work it in, get myself into some kind of a schedule.
You making more music though, Rock and Rob?
Oh yeah, man. I've already finished like 3 more originals.
Did?
So, yeah, since we've been doing this.
I want to hear.
I got. It's interesting. One of them is a heavy metal song. A guy from Australia sent me a track and asked me if I would put some vocals on it for him. And
nice.
Cool. I'm like, well, I've never written to a heavy metal song, so I'll. Okay, that's an exercise. Let's do it.
That's awesome, man. I dig it.
Yeah, I've noticed you've been putting that up. You're
the low growl on there, like rah 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 rah.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that stuff. No, but it's kind of like rock and Rob on steroids a little bit for the metal songs.
But what flavor of heavy metal is it? What would you say it's closest to?
It's like drop C.
Wow.
What's that? System of a Down.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty low stuff, man. But the guy, I actually met him on Gear Sluts years ago. Whenever I was looking for somebody to write with, and found the guy that I've been writing with for the last 4 years now. And this guy, he had sent me something, and it didn't. I didn't really listen to much of his stuff. And then the other guy that I'm writing with now sent me a whole slew of material, and I'm like, okay, he's got a varied style. And well, you've heard my stuff, man. I like writing to different kind of styles. The song that I'm finishing right now is a total reggae song.
Awesome.
Ah, yeah.
Awesome.
I love me some ska and reggae.
Yeah, we do. We love it.
Yeah.
Did we lose
You
him?
have to hear it.
Oh, there he is.
Well, we're waiting.
You just send it, baby, whenever you're ready.
Well,
Here.
I'm completing the process right now. I just got some other tracks to it, and I just finished writing the lyrics and putting the vocals on it. But I'll have it ready probably within the next 3 or 4 days. And unfortunately, I haven't been spending all that time learning all those songs that we're supposed to be learning. So whenever God knows we can play out again,
Yeah. I've been listening to that Kansas song now. That thing's pretty nice.
It is. It is. That's going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
So Dan, you guys, any idea? What are your thoughts on how long this is going to be before we're ever able to have live music again in the area?
Wow.
We're not used to getting asked questions. We usually don't take questions on the show, but tough times call for tough measures. And
right.
If I had, Dan, do you want to go first on this? Because I have an idea, but I know I'm totally fucking wrong.
Right.
So if you want to go first, man, I think you've got some insight.
Yeah, for my educated guess would be June, July at the best case scenario. Worst case scenario would be September, October. I mean that's the window. But then again, you got to ask yourself too, when it does get opened up, are people going to show up in mass again?
I think yes.
Okay, I mean, that's a genuine question.
Well, they're still showing up in masses at Target, so I think yes.
Well, it's once you tell a human they can't have something, they got to have it.
True.
So that's that syndrome.
Yeah. And I'm with you. I was going to say probably maybe June, July. But I'm also going to agree with Rob that when it does kick off, it's going to go nuts. It's going to be,
I hope so,
all out.
Absolutely.
People are going to have been pent up for so long that, that first gig that we're going to have whenever we get back out is just going to be, I don't know how well rehearsed we're going to be because I don't know what the gig schedule is going to be. Number one, how farther into the year it is. And I don't even know if people are booking that late into the year right now because they just don't know what's going to happen.
Well, and if we're going to get to a point, in my opinion, to where at least bands and people who are in bands that, we're all families in a way, and we trust each other enough to where we're going to get to a point where we're just going to start getting together and practicing. You're only having 4, 5, 6 people tops together at a time, and so when the time comes to get out, everybody's going to be ready because the rehearsals are going to start. Because we're all getting tired of, I haven't seen my bandmates today. It's been a month today, and it's eating me up. I actually miss those bastards, and it's we're getting to the point where it's like I can't. If 4 of us get together and it's been a month and we all know that we've we're all good, let's get together. We can spread out in the practice space. You know, let's not get rusty so when the things do hit, we're ready. But I think people are going to come out when it's time. It's the bar crowd. Alcohol will kill it. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's what they say. Alcohol will kill it, right?
Well, I drink every day now, so
practicing good sanitary,
and I'm good. I got no issues over here, you know.
Yeah.
But
we're a little on the side. We like to stay on the safer side of things only because we got Roman. You know, and not that he would be at the greater risk, but he, you know, if you can avoid him getting lung damage, because you don't know what your kid has. They can appear to be healthy. I'm just not willing to risk it. So, you know, at some point, and if we were all in our homes, I think every day, I would feel even that would be possible. I'm going to ride it out, and I have a really strong feeling, honestly, that it's going to go a little faster than we all might think, but that might be the optimist in me. I don't know.
Well, as long as they come up with a vaccine, I mean, that's it right there. You know, the vaccine will be, that'll be it.
I don't know. We've never been a practicing band. So for us, when I hear them say, like, oh, we're going to be rusty, yeah, there might be a little rust, but I can tell you we all know how to do it at home, too.
Yeah.
And so we're all, like, I'll sing at home.
Yeah.
Rock and Rob does his. I mean, they keep their fingers nimble. They're doing their parts. I see no problem with that.
There's a lot of muscle memory there with all of us. You know, I mean, it'll come back very, very, very fast.
Now, here's a question for you guys. With that being said, do you think that there are maybe some bands that aren't going to make it through this? That might not come back?
I think that's a possibility, man.
Definitely. I can see that.
Yeah.
Especially if this thing runs into like months and months, there might be bands that just, you know, wind up kind of disintegrating, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, life will happen.
You guys are not going to be on that list, right?
No.
Why would we be?
I love that answer. Why would we be?
Why would we be?
Exactly.
No,
so
not.
There's going to be some casualties, I believe, probably.
Yeah, there will be. I believe there will be.
And I hate to see that, but when you have this kind of downtime, your mind goes in places and you decide to do other things, and it's a shame if it does happen to anybody. I hope it doesn't, but
yeah. I worry more about the venues than the actual band sticking it through, because as a band person, just kind of thrown into this, just the sheer commitment it takes to being in a band, that stuff isn't too flighty. I mean, you either got it in your blood or you don't. Right. And I see people getting through this very easily. Now, how it's all going to play out with the venues reopening and what the time that actually takes to get through that, now that people who may have been employed by them going to find other work. And I mean, it's just going to be how that plays out. It's probably going to take a little, maybe a bit longer, maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to predict the future. All you can do is hope for the best and be willing to be part of the best and stick it out and do what you can to help the community.
That's great.
Yeah,
be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Right.
Yeah, that's great. And we all have to come together when it does happen and do our part. If we have to play, a few shows for just to get people to come back to the venues, not necessarily make any money, but try to get these venues back on their feet, then that's what we got to do.
I'm totally down with that.
Everybody I've talked to is on the same page with this.
Absolutely.
And, that's the right thing to do, because without the venues, where are we going to play?
You're right. Exactly.
Because, you know how it is, Danny. They pay us to lug the equipment in and set it up. We play for free,
That's correct. That's a great point. That's a great point.
Which is the best. I mean, the playing is the great thing about it. Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, it's the reward as a musician, It's the reward.
Yeah. I mean, it's a performing art. If you're not performing it, then you're not doing what the art is all about,
Right.
Yeah, that reminds me of something. We better start getting in shape, when we got to lug all that equipment.
Don't be stretching.
Why don't you just practice at home, hauling your equipment outside and back in the house and outside the house? Nobody's doing that, are they? You know?
I don't think so.
I didn't think
We're all
so.
going to pull a muscle. The first kid. We're all gonna pull a muscle.
Well, we don't get a lot of time with Rick on this show, so Rick, I got to ask you, who are some of your favorite drummers, man?
Oh, gee whiz, I have probably like 3 of them, I'd say right now. It's Stuart Copeland, Steve Gadd, and probably Bonham, John Bonham. Those are my 3 favorites.
Great answers, man.
Yeah, that's some great answers.
He just wishes he could play like any of them, that's all, you know.
We all wish we could play like the people we like, you know.
Yeah.
But I've always said, like Stuart Copeland is like the king of the hi-hat, dude. Nobody's better. No one's better.
Definitely.
And you got the raw power of Bonham in there, and just, oh man, those are great choices.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, Rick's a monster drummer. He is, man.
I've seen him. Oh yeah,
he is solid. He really is.
Thanks, man.
Good show.
Yeah, it's great to be around, great musicians because it brings the best out of everybody.
It does.
You got to get in that pocket and just lock it in.
Yeah, and I gotta give props to your rhythm section with Steve. Steve and and just you guys click real good together. And
Jimmy, yeah, they're awesome.
Well, of course we Jimmy. We love Jimmy here. Yeah. He's our favorite here. No offense to the rest of you, but we love Jimmy.
You got to get Jimmy on the show, man. You got to get him and Big Rob on the show.
Jimmy,
You tried to get Jimmy.
I tried. Jimmy said he'd rather be a loyal listener, and I got to respect that.
Yeah, he's one of the guys. You see where he sits on stage, man. He doesn't like to be out in the spotlight, man. And he's a guy that if he wasn't there, you would notice something was wrong and something was missing, But he doesn't take a lot of credit for it, man.
Love it. I love that.
That guy's my hero. He's a great guy.
Great guy.
Yeah. We love him.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's give a shout out to old Rob Blake too, man.
Raise your glass.
Oh yeah. Big Rob.
There's another great one.
Yeah,
you guys have a great lineup in that band. It's just amazing.
You got to make Rob Blake wear them short shorts at your next show, though.
And you know what? You don't even know. I heard Rob Blake dressed up in dominatrix, right? He had like he's all for it.
Really?
Telling him to put on shorts, I don't think is a problem.
Yeah.
You piqued my interest over here, so.
Prince, right?
Oh, Rocky Rob, I wouldn't put it past you either.
Yeah, Rocky Rob would do it too.
Well, you see that leather vest, you know what he's into. He likes some Rob Halford now, right?
Yeah, really. We'll do a little Judas Priest.
Absolutely.
You're teasing about a banana hammock, but we have yet to see it, right, Rock and Rob? You keep teasing everything.
Yeah, nut bucket. We call him nut bucket where I come from.
And that's crazy because that's what he wore when we went and played golf. He wore that.
Nice.
I guess
He had sunscreen on.
Yeah.
Oh, holy hell. Surprised what he does in his recreational time.
Good Lord.
It didn't improve my golf game, though.
Lord, it's gone crazy.
So you guys are pretty optimistic about the future with band and everything. You guys are gonna get back out there and just keep doing what you do, and what you do, we love it, man. The community really loves this band, and you guys are right up there, man, just getting it done. It's a great show you put on. The song selection, I would say personally, from my opinion, it's an incredible selection of songs. So your formula is just great, man. I'm just going to say that.
Well, we're fortunate that we have the people that we do in the band. I mean, not a lot of people have 4 people that can actually carry a lead vocal. And we're really fortunate that way, that we have 4 good singers that have a good ear for harmony and have a good voice to sing with, I mean, when you got somebody like Hardy singing lead and Big Rob's voice singing lead, those two vocalists are like freaking incredible. I mean, I wish we could have played some of the songs that we just learned so that you guys could have heard before all this shit went down, man, because we had a really good lineup of newer material.
So,
we did do a rehaul, which is pretty exciting stuff.
Oh, isn't that great when that happens?
Yeah, we had
everybody gets excited again and energized all over again.
We basically had a whole new set of material that we were ready to unveil whenever we played out for the first time, and all we got to do was play somebody's birthday party, and which was nice. We had a good time with that.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was, you know, and we've added more since then. So with the downtime, we're definitely putting it to good use as a band. And I think our goal is always going to be whatever we can manage, get it done. Sometimes we can't always because getting together, you know,
just push the limit.
Lives pretty far away. And just getting together, 2 hours away, right? Or so.
Yeah.
So it's harder, a little bit harder for us. And then we look an hour.
You got a woodshed. Woodshed, we get together and we knock it out.
Every time.
Yeah.
It just kind of works out. So we're blessed in that way. Now, when it comes to harmonies, when we get together, we do have to work through those. I would say I need the help in that sometimes, the guidance. When you're talking about 4 harmonies, sometimes you're naturally good at 2 of them, and you got to figure out, okay, well, you're going to do this one, you're going to do that one, and then you have to.
Yeah, that stuff always amazes me and Jimmy when we're watching them. You know, we look at each other and go, holy crap, did you hear that? It's so awesome.
Now, Rob, are you like the musical director when it comes to organizing harmonies and doing those types of things, or?
Me and Big Rob and Carly works in there too. I mean, everybody comes in having a part in their head that they think that they're going to be covering. And actually, it just brought a thought to mind thinking about the Bee Gees, man. Those guys always knew what interval they were going to be singing, so they always had that interval in their mind whenever they came together, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe it's one of those things where that's something we ought to think about is we always know what interval we're going to be singing when we get in there, and it has to be something that's you can sing well every night, not just something that on my best nights I can hit that note, you know, so I should sing that note, you know?
Yeah. And there are songs where we do have to interchange those, though, where maybe we just sound better reversing those roles. And it's rare. I normally tend to pick the high part if there's a harmony, and then we'll work through that. I know Sledgehammer, we have that one coming up, and that's, oh God, it sounds so good.
Yeah.
But I was struggling, and Rock and Rob, you helped me through that, you know, figure out, because sometimes my ear can't identify all the different parts, and it all sounds like one big rich one, but no, there's a little one in there, and so it's invaluable to have this much talent in a band that has also so much experience. It's a dream to be in.
That's a nice way of saying we're old.
However it came. And honey, the thing about old people that people don't get sometimes, which I consider myself an old person, is that we've gotten it. It's already there. It's experience. You don't worry about all the little peddly stuff. You just come in, you go in, and you're ready to work. And that comes with the experience and know-how, and you get that stuff done. We can go through 7, 8 new songs like that, learn them, get it done, and so.
Yeah, we'll be ready to come back.
And
we'll be ready.
Yeah, you know, I got to bounce back a second here. When I hear Carly say, you know, old, she goes, she considers herself old.
Yeah.
We're the same age, so you just really made me feel
when
like
I say old, I mean I'm not a 20-year-old. I'm a 45-year-old. And I don't mean old like an 80-year-old. I mean, but I am older.
Seasoned.
Yeah, I say experience.
There you go. I'm going to go with that.
Experience.
What's that?
I'm going to go with experience. That sounds much more sophisticated.
Okay, then shush when I say it, then.
Less soul crushing, as it were.
I was trying to say that.
That is soul crushing.
Wow. All right.
You guys are...
You go ahead.
Yeah. I'll tell you something, Danny. The funny thing about it is back in the day in Vegas when I used to play out there, one of the guys that played drums in the band, he was in his 30s, and I was like 24, I think, at the time. We were playing bars, and I was telling him, I says, man, dude, I am not going to be playing bars when I'm 30 years old. And look at me now.
You're right. You're playing bars when you're 40.
Yeah, when I'm saying something like that, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm so thankful that Rock and Rob has decided to do this.
Yeah.
You know, because you look at it, he has his own original music. He could be doing a million other things, but for him, and even Steve and Rob, Blake, and Jimmy and Rick. I mean, for them all to just decide to do this, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Great.
And any band in Maryland, because really it does take a lot of stamina, energy. You don't get a lot in return other than the love and your money for gas and drinks. And, you know, the joy, that just goes to prove how much joy creating music and playing music does for the soul.
It really does. It really does. I mean, you look at, like, and I don't ever do this on the show, but this is relevant right now.
Mm-hmm.
Me and like the band I'm in, me and Scott, Danny Harsh's brother, Scott, that we've been playing together for 30 years together.
Wow.
And here we are in a band with two other guys, Jack McNutt, David Hamner, who are half our age.
Right.
I'm old enough to be their father.
Yeah.
Both of them. And you'd think there would be like a gap of where we'd be, wouldn't be able to connect on certain things. But when you're playing music, you still connect with people that are half your age because the desire and the passion is in there.
Yeah.
And the music part comes in. It is tough playing with people when you're the old guy. It is tough. It is.
But you're giving them something, right?
But you know what? I didn't know you were old. I didn't know you were older. Honestly, you say that, but I didn't realize the age difference between you or Scott and David and Jack. So, and how cool is it that Jack came right on in there and is doing so well, and just seems like a really great fit for you all. I'm so excited for you all for that.
Yeah, it was a great addition, and I look at, like, I tease David sometimes, and I say, dude, the year you were born was the year I started working at the same job I'm still at. 25 years later,
Isn't that something?
And it's pretty neat. But I have to give my props to those two guys.
Yeah.
And this situation you're talking about, just the age gaps and stuff. It's amazing how we can still relate to each other because there's a common thread with it's our souls. It's our souls. Right. It's not even our skills. It's our souls.
And you know what? I feel that. I feel that with y'all. I do. I feel it.
The music transcends the generations, man. Whenever you're a musician, you realize that it's all about the music. And when you make a good noise with somebody, it doesn't matter how old they are. That's just what it is with this band for me. It doesn't matter the age difference or what kind of music people. Everybody. I mean, I'm telling you, there are some disparate tastes in this band as far as music goes. Mm-hmm. Widely disparate from one spectrum to the other. But when we can get together and we've learned the songs that we do, and to hear the product come out of it afterwards, you're just like, it's like I thought about the Eagles whenever they broke up, and I went, man, if I had a band that sounded that good, I would never want to leave it. Right. And that's kind of the way I feel about this band. We make such a noise together.
Yeah. And I thought about you guys over the weekend because, with all this time I'm spending like my entire vinyl collection, which I've got probably 1,000 records or whatever. Wow. And I put on, Draw the Line, Aerosmith, and I'm like, as soon as I put it on, I went, 3 Days of Rain, Rocktoberfest, 2019. Dude, when you guys played that was right after me and Dan had packed everything up. So we had time to really pay attention and enjoy ourselves. And when y'all hit that, I went, wow, what a great freaking day this has been. That was like the icing on the cake for me, man.
Thank you.
You guys crushed it. I've never heard anybody play that, and I've loved that song since I was like 12. And y'all, man,
that's rock and roll, man. You brought that to the table.
I hope it means a lot to y'all that somebody told you you're doing something that meant something.
Especially coming from you, it means a lot. It really does.
Stop it, I'm nobody.
When people come and listen to you and they compliment you, you know what it's like, and it's great. People enjoy what you're doing, and that's why you're doing it. But when your peers compliment you, you know, and you know they're not blowing smoke up your backside, then that really has that much more meaning, because it's somebody who actually knows the time and effort and the difficulty that you have to put into the songs and to make them sound good, you know.
Well, yeah. And you guys crushed that shit.
Aww.
And, you know, I don't have a lot of adjectives in my vocabulary, so that's why I say that. You guys crushed that.
We love that. That's the perfect one. You picked right there. We love that. Thank you.
Right.
Well, Dan, you've been quiet, man. You've been
I know he's
quiet,
probably
Dan.
snoozing over there.
I just been sitting back and
I kind of
enjoying
jumped
it.
in and just started talking too much tonight. I'm sorry, you know.
No, this is fine, man. All I'm saying is during the quarantine, I'm learning to play jazz guitar, and it's kicking my ass. I put together
Talking about jazz. He's talking about jazz.
Right.
I'll be right back, guys.
Right, I put together
You
my
got
my Legos International Space Station kit. So I'm psyched for that in the studio. It's an awesome decoration. Awesome.
So, you know, are you using YouTube or anything for that, Dan?
For what?
You said you're learning some jazz, but are you learning using YouTube videos?
Yeah, YouTube videos from Jim Larson's. He lives in New Zealand, I think. Whatever .nl, whatever that is.
I mean, you know, the wonder of YouTube nowadays, and I think of when I was growing up learning the guitar, all I had was a stupid songbook in my ear, you know.
Right. The same here.
And most everything I learned was by ear back in the day, and then every now and again I would have to pull out a songbook and try to learn, you know, Doobie Brothers from a songbook, and I realized that doesn't even sound like the same chord. That's not the right chord, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But nowadays, when you got a wealth of information right there at your fingertips, I'm thinking, God, I could have been a so much better guitar player.
Yeah.
But I had that when I was that age, you know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to branch out and do something different with my downtime in between shows and the day gig, and I figured, man, let me learn some licks. So I'm learning some jazz licks, you know. It's kind of cool.
You have to stretch your fingers pretty far, don't you, with those jazz chords, huh?
Yeah, I like doing that. So that's not the part. That's not the problem. It's trying to get the timing, man. It's weird.
Oh.
Well, you got the right guitar for it, my friend.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm using my TVL Jazzmaster, man. I'm loving it. Loving it.
You got some nice group of jazz masters there. I saw the picture that you put out there on Facebook. Those are some nice axes, man. Really nice.
Thank you, sir. And I'm an avid guitar collector.
Well, what you need to do is get yourself like a 175 for that real jazz tone, you know, a 175.
Well, I got to see how long my little quarantine passion lives on. If it does, I will.
And then when it's over, if he doesn't like jazz anymore, he's like, good thing I didn't buy that guitar.
When we retire and we do the jazz band, me and Rick, we're going to have Dan in there, too.
There we go.
I'm in, dude. I'm in.
We claim you.
That's a great choice.
Nice.
They used to have, when I lived in Vegas, they had a restaurant that you could go, was called the Jazzed Cafe. And you go in there and have dinner, and they have a little jazz band playing, man. It was fantastic. And there's nothing like that around here, you know?
Right. Nothing.
Nothing like that here. No.
I would love to sing some jazz. God, you know.
There might be pockets in D.C. that you can get into, but not around. Not in
Yeah, but I got to drive so far to get to D.C., you know? Sure.
Yeah.
It's better than driving to New Orleans, I guess.
So what have other
like
bands
that.
been telling you guys whenever they call in about this whole situation, man? How is everybody else holding up?
It's kind of just everybody's in the wait and see mode.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's band practicing or nothing, or no one's copping to band practicing. But I mean, Hydro Effects is doing their live streaming shows. They got.
And I've been watching that. So good.
Yeah, so they're doing it that way. There's other bands doing live streaming shows, but I don't know. Everybody's just waiting to get it open again.
How are they streaming? Are they all together in one room together streaming that like that? Is that how they're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they got some software plus their live PA system, so it all syncs up. So it's basically, you know, a real fancy way to stream a live show. You know, so
Yeah.
So these guys are learning the new technique. So which might be kind of cool is if they learn this technique right, so when things open back up, you know, hey guys, we're playing here at this bar this week, but if you can't make it, watch the live stream. So that might be kind of cool to see how that comes about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the sound quality, like Wally and Hydra, he's got the it's down to a science. I mean, I've seen cell phone videos of people at shows, and the way he's doing it with their shows, it sounds amazing.
Yeah. It really does. I mean, I've been enjoying them. I've been tuning in to their live streams, and I think it's important to support those that are going through the trouble and are able to. My band wants to practice. I'll take the brunt of it. Like, it's hard. We have Roman, and it's hard for me to overcome that. So, but with the live stream, they're doing amazing, and I'm enjoying it. I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for everybody that's out there putting any music out. It's a hard time, and we're all working through it in the ways we know best.
Yep.
But God bless Hydra Effects for doing that, and right. I believe Wes Rice was doing some, and Donovan Farrell was doing some. Him and they did like a Zoom thing today, and with all the Southern Maryland music, some of the lead singers in the area, and that was really cool. And so, people are doing what they can to get by, and you try to support that and do what you can with that when it comes around. But that's all we can do. I would love to be playing. I would love to be practicing. I would love to be doing all that. But I don't know. I guess you got to follow what your gut tells you. And for me, right now, it's telling me to be on the safe side. Will that change? Who knows? We'll every day's a new day, and I have to hear, what's new in the community, what's happening in the community, what's happening with this, because frankly, it is a nasty virus.
Oh, hell yes.
So we don't want anybody harmed from this with something that could wait. We're doing our part by practicing at home and doing our best and hoping for the best and supporting those that are able to get together. And who knows? Everybody has a different reason of why they are able to do something versus why they're not. And it's okay, all of it.
Yeah. It's a personal choice, man.
Yeah.
There's no wrong answers.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, these are scary times, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They're definitely scary times, man.
Well, tonight's been really awesome having you all on the phone with us, talking about all the things that are happening. But we got one more set of questions to go through, and then we're going to call it a night. So, what do you think about that?
Hang on, is Dan Harsha chiming in now?
Yeah, I know. Hey,
Go, Dan.
yeah.
Go, Dan.
I get to ask the best question of the night, and
You do.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go Rock and Rob, and then Rick and Carly. All right. So,
Okay, cool.
Got it.
So we're doing best bullshit, worst bullshit. You answer in any order you like, but you got to answer both. So what does Rock and Rob have for the Gurus tonight?
Best bullshit line?
Well, this was some best bullshit you've seen and some of the worst bullshit you've seen. What sticks out at you?
Shit. I can only think of, social media is full of the worst bullshit that I've had to deal with in a long time. But it's always, it's always bullshit when somebody on social media is saying, well, we can just agree to disagree. That's just their way of telling you, why don't you just fuck off and shut up? And then the best bullshit line is whenever they're like, along those same lines, whenever they're like, oh yeah, I understand. That's just another way of telling you, shut the fuck up.
I love it. Social media is home to some of the best and worst bullshit you'll ever see in your life. That is for sure.
It is true. Very true.
Story.
True. It is. Everybody knows everything about everything, because they've seen it on social media.
Well, I'm a part-time Facebook lawyer. I'm a part-timer, but I'm there. and a Call of Duty soldier. I'm a Call of Duty soldier too on my other part-time job. So I keep it real.
Well, that's good. I mean, I was going to say, things are really getting bad whenever on ESPN they got 2 professional basketball players playing a basketball game on TV.
Yeah.
A game.
Are they playing horse?
Yeah, they're broadcasting it, man. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You know what? I thought I was really going to miss sports, but man, the way I'm concentrating on music right now, I don't even care.
Well, you need all that concentration for that jazz stuff you're trying to learn, brother.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's whipping my ass, man. God, this shit's hard. Oh, shit.
Well, those are my answers.
All right, well, cool. Let's move over to Rick and Carly. Do y'all want to go separate or do you want to go together? How do you want to do it?
Well, we'll go together. I'll do a best, and I guess Carly will do the worst. Is that what you want to do? I think my best bullshit is like when you're working from home and you have to use Skype, and it's like, they go, all right, we're going to do this presentation. All right, I'm doing it. And then you find out your laptop, the mic doesn't work.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. I loved it. It was great. So then I had to use my cell phone, and and then everyone's over there going, "What the hell is going on?" And you're just over there going, "All right, sorry guys." But hey, I it wasn't my laptop. They issued it to me, so I should have done better.
He's been struggling with that.
I've been struggling with Skype.
He's been struggling with that damn computer.
We use Microsoft Teams at my work, and it actually works pretty damn good. Knock on wood.
We'll have to look into that. Yeah, nice.
Isn't the best one like what you remember whenever we did that group thing last week and that whatever?
That was the best bullshit.
The first thing is everybody always sits there and goes, "You gotta unmute. You have to unmute."
You're right.
Everybody mute. Someone's left. Turn your mic off.
That's the kind of bullshit I like.
Yeah.
Bullshit
It's
that
a lot
is
of
random, that makes you happy. There's nothing better than random bullshit,
All right.
Yeah, well, what's your
answer, Carly? What's your bullshit?
Oh, God. Well, my best bullshit is finding toilet paper at the moment. Like, if I go in search of toilet paper and I find toilet paper, that's some good bullshit right there.
That's literal shit there, yeah.
That's shit, bullshit, that's all of it, because the bullshit is that there's none there. So when you find it, it's like, oh my God, I found some toilet paper.
That's like Purell and all that.
Purell, all that bullshit. Good shit right there. Also, just like that Zoom, that was probably the best, because there's nothing better than a little downtime with your friends in a time when you can't see their faces. It's really hard.
It was nice.
Yes, it is.
It was nice. We were all like chilled and drinking up, man. I don't get hangovers, okay? No matter how much I drunk.
That's how professional you are.
I had a hangover the next day. I don't really get them, but that one we did all right. That was a good bullshit night. Full of bullshit. Loved it.
Wow.
But my worst bullshit, can I just say my worst bullshit? My worst bullshit is when I just want to eat some ice cream and there's a little bit left and it's rock hard at the bottom. So you're like trying to dig that little piece out and you're like, okay, here it comes. You're digging. You're chipping away at it. And here it comes. You pull up and plop, that shit don't go right on the floor. It just plops right out of there and plops right on the damn floor. Happened to me the other day and I was like, you bitch. And it was keto ice cream, so I don't know.
So what did you do with it?
I just threw it in the damn sink. It was over. It was over a few months ago.
5-second rule.
I let the cat lick off the dirt and then I ate it. No, come on.
No, come on. Here's a good bullshit that the guys can all deal with that are married. Then you go in there into the bathroom, and there's like on the toilet paper, there's like 1 square of toilet paper left on there. And you ask your wife, it's like, who the hell can use that? Well, I can. Well, I guess you're the only one using this toilet then, huh?
Wow.
I'd say we all need to get bidets.
There you go.
Yes.
You saw that meme out there that said, all you fools out there buying up all the toilet paper, make sure you buy condoms too so you don't make any more idiots like you.
Exactly. Now that's some good bullshit.
Damn, you went there. You went all in rock and
Well,
roll.
most of the people right now would probably still use the same one everywhere they went.
Oh,
Think about
that's
it.
too funny.
It's just crazy, you know. The stores aren't going to close. The stores are going to stay open, you know. Just
Right.
buy what you normally need.
Right.
Right.
Can't you know? Just like wearing the same gloves for the week. Those people would use the same rubbers for the week.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one, too, man. That's crazy.
Good Lord.
I think it ain't true.
This is what you get with 3 days of rain. And people wonder why I'm like I am. But this is why. This is why.
This is good
You know,
stuff.
there was a time about maybe a little less than a year ago where it seemed like it was always raining. And I'm
Right.
thinking, like, you guys, the 3 days of rain, it's always raining. This is y'all's fault.
We have thought the same thing ourselves, believe me, with outdoor gigs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And more than one of the...
Bullshit.
It's bullshit. Yeah.
Total bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Bring in the
right there.
bullshit.
Right.
It's an interesting choice.
And all I know is
Reminds me-
it's going to be hell to get a haircut when this shit get back going, man.
Oh, we had a guy show up today that cut his own hair.
I bet that was
And-
interesting.
He's like, gave himself a haircut. I was like, you didn't have to tell anybody. We knew. Can't say his name because he listens to the show.
He knows who he is.
He knows who he is.
He knows who he is, man.
And I said, so was it a glass bowl or a plastic bowl?
Was that like a Tupperware number 4 or what, man?
It was, dude. It was.
Did he look like Mo?
Yeah, I said you look. I said you look like Simple Jack. Oh man, it was like wow. Yeah. So it's getting to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm just letting mine go.
Let it go.
Well, I actually just need more, you know.
Yeah, I can let mine go, and then 2 months I'm still good. So
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Lord. Oh, my
You're
God.
good. You're
Oh, my
good.
God. Oh, all right, guys. We're going to have to cut it off right now, man. We're coming up on it. This has been awesome. We could go on for hours. I mean,
Totally.
seriously,
That's right.
hours. I mean, seriously.
Thank you, gentlemen, for having us on. Again, we really appreciate it. Thanks a
Most
lot.
definitely. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
And I'd like to tell all of our musician friends out there and all the people in St. Mary's County and in this area, man, hang in there. Things are going to get better. We're going to be playing music again, and it's going to be happy days again. We just got to hang in there together.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
God bless you all.
Amen. Miss you.
Yeah,
great words, Rob. Great
Miss
words.
you too, man.
yeah, that's good stuff right there. 3 days of rain in the house entertained us tonight, not with the music, but with their enchanting stories and craziness. And we definitely dug it, man. And we touched on a lot of things. So I thank you guys for coming on and spending some time with us and giving everybody a little peek of what's happening.
Thank you much,
Thank
gentlemen.
you more.
Thank you.
You always are the best. We just enjoy it so much, all of us.
Yeah, and thank you guys for what you do, too, man. What you guys are doing is great for local music around here. It's fantastic. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we love talking to all the local musicians, too. They're fantastic
We do.
people. Fantastic.
We absolutely enjoy this more than you guys can imagine. We do love it.
All right, gents, you take care then.
Thank you.
All right, Rock and Rob, we'll check you on the next one, buddy. You have a good one, and I'll see you online. It'll be fun.
You too, gentlemen. Stay safe, all right?
All right,
Bye,
buddy.
Rob.
See you guys. Take care.
All right, Rob.
Love you, man.
All right.
All right.
Love y'all.
Love you all.
Yeah.
Rick, Carly, Rob, everybody, take care.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, Carly. Bye, bye, Rick. I got mushmouth.
All right, y'all. Have fun. Thank you.
All right.
All right,
thank you.
take care.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. Woo. Wow, Alban, man, what an interview with 3 days of rain tonight, man.
We knew coming in how much fun it was going to be.
Yeah, I remember
We
my
got more than we bargained for. It was a lot more fun than we thought it would be.
right. My original email said I got 30 minutes for you. We went almost an hour.
Right?
I love it.
Just awesome.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
What a
man.
great bunch of people, man. And, it was great just to sit down and talk with them and let's just, be real and just talk about whatever,
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah, it was great, man. Great.
Yeah, and dude, and the best worst bullshit questioning is awesome. I'm just telling you. It
is, because people, they interpret it however they want, and they tell you what's on their mind.
Right, and it's a good way to
Doesn't
pass
have to
time.
be music related.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a good way to pass time on the show with no gigs being played. So we're not doing best gig, worst gig. You see?
Right.
So yeah, man. Well, dude, episode 68. Fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Right. It's really episode 68. Yeah.
Yeah, would the real episode 68 please stand up? It has. Re-recorded it. It's all awesome, man. And dude, another week of us practicing safe social distancing.
That's right. We are setting the standard of being able to still get things done in these days and these times.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at us, still making it happen.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get next week's band locked in for the same style of episode again. I'm working an angle, and if I get it locked in, man, it's going to be pretty huge next week. If not, I'll have to back up and punt and come up with plan B.
I'm digging this right now. I mean, I know the situation is what it is, and it sucks, but we're making the most of it. And I really like the last couple of weeks. 2-3 weeks have been a lot of fun, man. Really, just getting to sit down with everybody and really be candid instead of business minded. It's kind of fun for a minute.
Yeah, we get to step back. Not really like promote. We got this going on, that going on. We're just letting our hair down, no pun intended. And everybody wants to just blow off a little steam. Everybody's staying positive, even though we all know everybody's kind of frustrated underlying. So this is great. Exactly, man, and I'm glad everybody's choosing us to come talk with us. That's the
hell
sport.
yeah, man.
Yeah, they don't have to. They don't have to do it. It's really cool.
No, man, they could definitely say no when they're asked, but nobody said no.
Right.
That's what keeps us here.
Exactly, man. Yeah, dude, I think I'm spent, man. I'm ready to get out of here for the night. What do you think, man?
Yeah, do you want to run it down real quick, or you just want to get out?
I think we're just going to get out, man. We're coming up on it. It's an hour 52 minutes. Everything's a little lax. Shout out. We didn't do 2 for Tuesdays this week. We'll do that when everything gets back cranking again. It's opened.
Well, we can throw a quick shout out to our sponsors real fast. So,
right, exactly. Yeah, so we got Allied Renovations, Jesse Wickline. Shout out to them. Christopher Lane Tattoos. Shout out to Chris. Cooper Construction. Shout out to Brian Cooper. Southern Maryland Chronicle. Higgy on the beat. Island Music for the guitar of the week. Just waiting for them to open back up so we can have new guitars. I still got the TED 600 here hanging out.
Nice.
So I'm jamming on that when appropriate. Let's see, and Prime Street Grill when everything gets
Prime Street Grill. That's right.
Yeah, when everything gets fired back up, we'll get back with them. Hopefully, getting everything going normal. And then of course Ollie's Bar and Grill Soundstage Phone System. They've been shut down now for over a month. We're still we're still going to promote them and the Ollie's brand, and just as long as it takes, man, because they've been with us since the beginning. So
they have, and the phone system's still working. So
that's right.
That's a testament right there.
Exactly, dude, and that's the sponsorship breakdown.
That's it. That's right.
So, dude, you got anything else before we roll?
No, man. Like I always say, be good, be safe, be kind to each other, and take care of yourselves.
Exactly, dude. Well, dude, it's another week done, man. Appreciate all the good hard work, man. It's been fun tonight.
Man, we loved it. We love doing this for everybody, and we love everybody doing this with us. So that's what I got.
Exactly. Everybody check out the Facebook feed on Monday. See who the guest is for next week. And we'll be back next week with an all-new episode with the Guitar Gurus. We're Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. And me and Alban will say bye, and we'll see you guys next week. So, see ya.
Yeah.